What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. As you already know, today is my second week on testosterone, so I'm pretty darn excited about that. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about changes that I've experienced on my second week. If you guys want to know what I've experienced on my very first day that I had my shot, and also what I've experienced on the very first week, you guys go back to my videos. I've posted videos about changes that I've noticed on my first week and changes that I've noticed on my very first day. I have the same paper that I used on the video that I made about the changes that I had to in my first week, and that's because they're still pretty much the same. There has been changes on my second week. I'm not gonna lie, there has been some changes, and they're not all very good. But I'm gonna go based on this, so I could show you guys the difference between last week and this week. So number one was about emotions. On my first week, I did have more self-control. I was more calm. On my second week, and exactly on my 8th day, actually, which was towards the end of the day at night, is when I actually felt that I was actually very insecure about myself again. I wasn't happy with myself. I wasn't happy with what I was looking at in the mirror. Excuse me. I was getting a little irritated, a little more faster. I mean, I wasn't snapping, but I was getting a little more irritated quicker. That's one thing that I've noticed that had to change on my second week. My sleep. Now, about my sleep, I could sleep fine now. Actually, my first week, it was hard for me to actually fall asleep. I had insomnia issues. My second week, I was actually very tired. I didn't have a lot of energy as much. I didn't really want to do so much. I just wanted to rest. I feel like I just wanted to sleep the whole day. My body just wants to, I don't know, sleep and recuperate or something like that. Yeah, my sleep on my second week went down. My energy, like I said earlier, I didn't really feel like doing much. The first week I had a lot of energy. I was like on top of the world. But my second week, for some reason, my energy level dropped. I'm not sure why. My sex drive, on my first week, my sex drive was, man, there was nothing to complain about. But on my second week, my sex drive also kind of dropped a little bit. I just want to rest. I just want to sleep. I didn't really want to do anything else. I wanted to, but I didn't really have the energy to, if that makes any sense. My sex drive just wasn't up there like it was on my first week. Acne. On my first week, I didn't deal with any acne at all. On my second week, actually, I didn't deal with any acne either. Like I've said before on my previous video. Excuse me. I wash my face a lot. I wash my hands a lot. So I try to avoid touching my face a lot. However, today, not even when I woke up, that was today when I came back home. We just came back from we had a huge meeting today with a bunch of people, so I shook a lot of people's hands, and I guess I didn't realize I was kind of probably touching my face a little more. I was scratching right here. I was just doing this actually. I came home and I was starving because I got off a little later than usual, so today I actually didn't go and wash my face. I just actually went to the bathroom and I actually literally just washed my hands. I don't know what went through my head. I did not wash my face. I just sat down and ate. And then I started noticing it was itching. I started scratching, and then boom. You can't really see it, but it's not that bad. But I had a little pimple that came out. So that pissed me off. so I had to go wash my face after. Now I gotta be strict because if I'm not, one day I didn't wash my face and there it is, right? So yeah. Excuse me. Number 6, my thirst. Now my thirst last week is the same as it is this week. I'm extremely thirsty all the time. I actually have to carry a bottle of water with me at all times because I get thirsty. My throat gets very dry. My lips get very dry. I need water. I need a lot of water. Number 7, my hunger. My hunger last week, I was somewhere a little more hungry, not as much. This week, on my second week, actually it increased a little bit more. I could eat a lot more, and I'm not only eat a lot more, but I'm hungry a lot more. So that's one thing that I noticed. But for some reason, I'm not gaining so much weight. For the amount that I'm eating, I should have gained what I've lost because I'm working on losing some weight. So I was kind of scared of why I was still hungry. You know, I'm still watching what I eat. But for some reason, just the portions that I was having before is kind of just like an appetite. So I just have like an appetizer. I mean, I had to kind of just eat a little bit more, and it's helping me. It's satisfying me. I don't feel like so full. I don't feel like I overate. So I just had to increase my amount of food. The amount of food that I consume. But yeah, so that's that. Number 8, hot flashes. Now my first week I did have a lot of hot flashes that actually lasted pretty much like the whole week. On my second week I actually didn't really notice that much. I mean, I will still get it, but it like even right now I slightly feel it, but it's not as much as it was on my first week. I kind of felt it a little bit today, but I think I'm starting to puzzle things together. I think I get hot flashes when I put on my testosterone shot, because since today was my second week, I take a shot every 2 weeks, and I had to do one today. So I did notice that actually, I forgot to mention this earlier. My sex drive today, as soon as I put on my testosterone shot, kind of went back to normal, to how I was. And my hot flashes kind of went back to like the first week. Not as bad as the first week, but I started having hot flashes because all of the second week I kind of wasn't having them as much anymore until today, and now I know why, and that's because a shot. So I guess that's one of the things that happens when you put on your shot for a couple of days. You get hot flashes, and yeah. So that's that. Number 9, my strength. My strength still has increased a little bit more. It increased a little bit during my first week that I noticed. I changed like on my third day. Also on my second week I noticed that it's also kind of improved a little bit more. I could do a little I mean, I don't exercise. I haven't exercised in a very long time, so I'm not exercising, but I could easily do 5 push-ups with no problem, but that's just as much as I could do. I mean, I could do more, but I would have to just do reps of 5. I just have to do 5 of them at a time, right? This time I actually noticed that I was able to do 8 push-ups with no problem, without having to take a break, and I could even do 9 if I want to do that extra one. But yeah, so technically 9, I guess, because I kind of forced myself a little bit. But with the problem, I could do 8, no problem. So I know that if I start working out and do push-ups more often, I know I could do a lot more than 8. But for right now, yeah, my strength is a little bit more. Yeah, that's that. Number 10, facial hair and body hair. On my first week, as I was already noticing some facial hair coming down this way. Had peach hairs down here a little bit. They were actually coming down like this and like that. Kind of weird, but and then down here was kind of like an L like that. But it wasn't so obvious. It was just little baby hairs. But I took them off, and when I got a haircut too, they cleaned me out anyways. So yeah, they're coming back out again. So they're still there and they're coming, you know. I'm not letting them grow yet. I'm taking them off until I look more masculine and it's more obvious, and I feel like it's gonna fit my face, and I'll let it grow. Right now, I'm still waiting for some more changes, so I'm taking them off. But yeah, I noticed that my first week I had got hairs like right here on my fingers. I shaved them, and they actually haven't grown back. I hope they do, but I don't know if I messed up. But took them off, and then I'm coming back now. Ugh. But yeah. The one thing I did notice about, like, also my first week was that my eyebrows just, the color got a little darker. It's not that they got fuller. It's not that they got thicker or anything like that. But on my second week, I also noticed that they just changed in color a little bit. They're just a little darker. So I guess it's kind of making me more like a boy look type, you know. My hairline, I am starting to slightly notice my hairline a little bit. Slightly a little bit different, not so much, but I hope that this could be a little more wide down here rather than here. But I don't know, when I get my haircut I'm gonna shave this off anyway, so it looks like I have a bigger, you know, forehead. I don't like it like that. I think I like it like that better. But yeah, so that's that. Yeah, physical changes on my first week. I had mentioned bottom growth. Still happening. Still growing. Not as much, not so fast, but it's getting there. Yeah. And so sensitive, so especially right now that I got my t-shirt already, so I know if it happens like it happened the first 2 weeks, I know the first week that I'm gonna be on T, I'm gonna be like, yeah, my sex drive is gonna be up there. And then on my second week, I'm probably already kind of expecting that it's gonna drop back down again. But all right, so that's that. Also, another physical changes is that last week I noticed that my wrists got a little thicker, slightly, not so much. And then today, on my second week, I noticed that my hands are getting a little thicker. I don't know if that makes any sense. Right? So, in here you can't really see it as much. But my hands, my knuckles were like a little smaller, you know. And I feel like it's starting to flatten now and kind of extend a little more this way. Like starting to extend a little bit. So I feel like yeah, so you guys know I have an injury here, so this wrist right here is kind of messed up anyways, but even that can't really straighten it out so much, but yeah, so I feel like my wrists and my hands are getting a little thicker. But yeah, so that's that one physical change. Also, I did notice that my body was aching really bad. It still kind of is a little bit actually. Right in between my shoulder blades, like on my rhomboids, my minor and my major rhomboids, right in between my shoulder blades. Excuse me, that hurts a lot. My joints hurt a lot. Back of my entire back, dude, is just freaking painful. That I thought I was having like a flare up or something. I wasn't having a lot of energy. I just wanted to sleep. I just feel like my body needs to sleep and recuperate from this pain. I don't know how to explain it, but it was hurting really bad this last 2 days. And last night it was pretty bad. I wanted to sleep early. I slept all night. I didn't even want to wake up to go to work. I just wanted to keep sleeping. But when I did wake up this morning, the pain kind of went away a little bit. Still there, not as much as yesterday. But what I noticed today is that my back looks a little more like this. You know, like a little thicker, a little whiter, like on the back, right? So I was checking that in the mirror, and when I was doing this, I kind of noticed that I'm kind of like squaring out a little bit more. Um, my back starting, my shoulders and my shoulders and my trapezius, my rhomboids, they're kind of like getting a little more full, a little more bulkier. Um, so I think what it is that it's it's muscle growth. I think that my body's changing. Um, my fiance, she told me that she went through this with her brothers. That when they were teenagers and they were growing, um, they were very sleepy sometimes. Their body was aching. She kind of told me that maybe it has to do because I'm going through that second puberty, right, from a young kid to a big man, right. So that's what the testosterone is doing. It's making me go through this puberty. So my body's changing again. It's shifting. It's getting bigger. It's getting stronger. It's getting thicker. So that's that. I noticed that my legs too. My legs got thicker. Like just got more full. So we're noticing that. So I think that's the reason why I was in pain. And I am still in somewhat, uncomfortable pain, but that's that. Uh, excuse me. Number 12 is my voice. Now, my first week, I personally thought that my voice had dropped a little bit. Not a lot of people really noticed it, but it wasn't really obvious, but I did feel my voice kind of scratchy. I feel like sometimes it would be a little deeper, and then sometimes it would just go back to normal. But on my second week, I have to let you know that yesterday actually, I was told for the very first time I worked that my voice sounds deeper, slightly deeper. That it dropped just a little bit, and excuse me. And today I was also told by one of the guys I worked at, because I was actually telling him that I was changing, da da da. So yeah, I was kind of explaining to him a little bit of what was going on with me, and he said that if it made me feel any better, even before tea, my voice was a little deeper, and then right now it sounds a little even more deeper. That when somebody calls me on the phone and I answer, he can't really identify if it's a woman or a male. Because I guess my voice is kind of neutral right now, like a unisex voice kind of type. I don't know. So not very feminine, but also not very masculine, But I'm just excited it dropped a little bit, man. So yeah, that's pretty darn cool. I am noticing that I feel like I have something stuck in my throat. I'm constantly clearing out my throat a lot. Or I'm doing this. It's a little weird, I know, but I have to apologize to my fiance every time I have to do that. But I just feel like I have to clear out my throat. And I do notice that it kind of changes a little bit. It gets like a little bit deeper, and then it kind of goes, goes back to how it was. So it's kind of like this right now. But yeah, that's that. Also about the restroom. I'm still going to the restroom. I don't know if it's because I changed my diet too, or if it's because maybe my fat is getting distributed to different areas, so my body's getting rid of unnecessary fat that doesn't belong on my hips anymore. I don't know what it is, but I'm going number 2 a lot. Like, I wake up in the morning and that's the first thing I gotta go do is go number 2. Yeah, so that's that. Like I said before, my previous video, that on the very first week on testosterone. I was peeing a lot. That still hasn't changed. I've been drinking a lot of water, so my back's hurting. Yeah, I'm drinking a lot of water, so I'm going to the restroom a lot. And then my scent. Now I feel like my scent's still the same. I mean, I'm trying to be extra more careful with my hygiene now, because I'm very, very afraid that I'm gonna be very unattractive because maybe I don't smell good or something. So excuse me. So I don't care if I wake up late. I'll shower every single morning before I go to work. I don't care if I'm late or not. I cannot leave. I feel like I feel very dirty if I don't shower for some reason. I feel like I need to shower. Or when if I go work out, if I go hiking, no workout, I'm sorry. If I go hiking with my girl or something, or we come back home and we gotta go out, I need to re-shower. So I'm just like showering and washing my face, washing my hands, trying to make sure I smell good. So I haven't really noticed that my scent smells any different, but yeah. So that's what I've noticed on my second week on testosterone. And if you guys notice any changes, I don't know if I feel like like right in here, I'm starting to change a little bit. I don't know, guys, but I do feel like my face changed a little bit. I know my shoulders are getting a little wider. I'm getting a little thicker down here, right? I'm looking more like this. I'm slowly but surely noticing that my body's shifting a little bit more in the masculine side. So that's pretty dope. And that's only my second week. If you guys want to see how I looked before, please go back to my very first video. I know it's like freaking 40 minutes long, and I know that it's like even 2 parts. I did part 1, part 2 from an introduction. Sorry guys, but yeah, you guys could go back to my videos and see before, and then check out this one and see if I made some changes, some progress. And if you notice any changes, please comment below. Let me know what changes you've noticed about me. And please like and subscribe my video. I'm a new YouTuber, and the only way I'm gonna know if this is helpful for you is if you let me know by liking my video. So like my video, guys, subscribe, so I know that you guys, this is for educational purposes only. So I hope this could answer some of you guys' questions. If you have any questions for me, please also comment below, and I will do my best to answer all of them. I'll be making a video pretty soon about work and your transition, because that's another issue right there. That's another thing that I'm dealing with right now. So if you guys want to know more about that, please let me know. Comment below, like, subscribe, and peace. I'll see you guys later. Bye.